am going to be talking about assisted suicide or euthanasia. According to Merriam-Webster, assisted suicide is suicide with help from another person, such as a doctor, physician, or nurse, to suffering from severe physical illness. There are many different ways to assist someone in committing suicide. Some ways that this is done is by a physician injecting a patient with a high dosage of morphine, by someone unplugging a patient from a life-saving device or machine, or by a physician giving a patient a prescription drug that the patient will take themselves when they are ready to die. I, on the other hand, do not believe that assisted suicide should be legalized because there would be a lot of religious conflicts. It is, in fact, murder, and it could be easily taken advantage of if legalized throughout the United States. A lot of religions believe that no person, anybody, should play God or take part in the killing of another human being. And according to the BBC's Ethnic Guide, most religions believe that no one should interfere with the process of death, and that no one has the authority to take away life from someone even if they want to die. In some ways, people see this as devaluing a human life. A lot of religions do not like the idea of assisted suicide because there is a commandment in the Bible that says, "Thou shalt not kill." And once you complete the act, there is no turning back. Assisted suicide is murder. This is especially true if the patient is unconscious. What happens if a patient is unable to speak or do anything? How are they going to voice what they truly want if they can't speak or if they don't have a written will? The answer is they can't. And if you pull the plug or give them an injection and they don't want it, you killed them, and that's murder. Another way that assisted suicide can be carried out is by withholding food and water from the patient in order to speed up the dying process. So they would die of dehydration. The worst thing about this is that the doctors and nurses that are participating in this are responsible for all of this. And I believe that this is giving them way too much power. And it could get out of hand very, very quickly. If assisted suicide were to become legalized throughout the United States, I believe that it could tremendously be taken advantage of. What would stop any doctor or nurse from going out after work and opening up a clinic on the sidelines and allowing people to walk in off the streets and take part in this? Any person could just walk in that building and say, "I want to die today." How would we set limitations on this? Well, there really is no way to set any limitations on this because the doctor could, I don't know, maybe lose the paperwork or say after hours to give people what they want. This would also give doctors and nurses way too much power. They'd be helping people control their own fates, and that isn't right. In conclusion, euthanasia or assisted suicide is wrong because it has many religious conflicts, and many people believe that you shouldn't play God. It is also wrong because it can be taken way out of control, out of hand, and it is considered murder, especially if the person can't talk or if they don't have a written will and you help to end their life. But what happens if they didn't want to die, but they wanted to live their life to the fullest or as long as they could have? You killed them. Lastly, assisted suicide should not be legalized because it would give doctors and nurses too much power, as I said, and it would be taken advantage of, and there would really be no limit to what goes on. Assisted suicide should not be legalized throughout the United States. So I ask you all, do you think it should be legalized? What if it was someone you love that one of these physicians helped? Think about it.